Today's the yahrzeit of my mother, Imi Morasi Pesel Chana Bas Rav Moshe. When I think about my mother, many things come to mind, come to heart. What sticks out most are two items. One is her selflessness. My mother viewed herself as being in this world for other people, mainly her children. There's story after story about her putting her own needs aside to make sure that anyone else in the family or other people on the block or just people who were around had what they needed. I remember a story that I feel bad about this story, but it's something that I remember. We went to Rocking Horse Ranch, just me and my mother. All of my siblings were out of the house or weren't invited. And it was like my winter break in Tveres Moshe. So it was like the middle of the week and just us. And my mother kept talking about how she was looking forward to horseback riding. And it's freezing outside. And so we bring all of our equipment, our gloves, our scarves, our hats, etc. And it comes time to go horseback riding. And I get on the horse. I was scared to death. And lo and behold, I don't have gloves on. And Bennett's like, I don't care, like cold, I don't have to wear a jacket. But it was pretty cold outside and I was little. I was not yet bar mitzvah. And my mother said, take my gloves and I'll go get other gloves. And kachava, and she probably knew at the time that meant that she wasn't going to be going horseback riding. And she knew, I want my son to have this experience and to be able to enjoy himself. And I think it's the only time I've gone horseback riding, and I had a good time. But obviously, what sticks out much more is what she did for me, and that's something that carries over now. We all have different priorities in life, and hopefully, our family is number one on that list. But sometimes it can be hard, especially with kids. It's constant, making sure that we're giving, and thinking back to everything my mother did for me. It's a constant source of chizuk, of making sure that I'm being selfless enough and trying to measure myself to make sure that I'm meeting those expectations that she set for me and my family. The other item, which we've already spoken about a little bit, is her dedication to children. Everything she did was for her family. Everything she did was for the kids. It's really what she lived for. And we can talk about what that motivation was and where it came from, and to continue her legacy and her family's legacy. She was an only child, so I'm sure that she felt an achrayus to make sure that her family lived on. And I think she would be very proud of everything me and my siblings are doing today and accomplishing today, and just the lives that we're living and the avodas hakodesh that we're doing, each one of us in our own unique way. And that all came from her. Everything that we have came from her. My father said it best. My father said at my mother's levaya, I don't know if he started off with it or he ended with it, I forget, that, quoting Rabbi Akiva, that, what's mine and what's theirs is hers. That everything really came from my mother. All of the confidence that we have, and we're known for that as Bennett's, the confidence that we have and the actual skills that we have, the comfort that we have talking to other people and interacting with other people, it all comes from her. It reminds me of the story. They say with Thomas Edison, I don't know if it's accurate, that he was not doing well in school and they kicked him out. And his mother came home and told him that you're not going to be going to school anymore. And he asked why, and she said, you're too smart to be in a regular school. And whether it's true or not true, I think it really embodies how my mother felt about me and my siblings. That whether it was positive or negative, objectively, she saw each and every one of us as the most incredible kids, with the most incredible potential and the most incredible talents. So whether a principal or a manal or a rebbe or a teacher said that we weren't cutting it or there was an issue, it's not that she didn't take it seriously, but the way she communicated it to us is that we are just so incredible, and that built within us the knowledge, I think really it's a knowledge that we could really do anything that we want and anything that we set our mind to. So I remember her today, remember her every day, and our neshama should have an aliyah.